Greetings fans, hyperfans, and people just lost looking for videos of cats on YouTube. Today is a tiny review for tiny figures. It was actually about mid-90s that LEGO started to have licensed product, the first of them being Star Wars. LEGO was not doing particularly well at the time, and this was part of the movement to try and actually save the company. But rather than give you a history of LEGO, I'm going to go straight on to what I'm reviewing today. Now, this little chap is one of the first Stormtroopers produced by LEGO. It's from the Final Duel 2, set from Return of the Jedi. Came with one Stormtrooper, one Imperial officer, and the Luke Skywalker in black with one black fist. The helmet is an individual sculpt. The arms, legs, crotch piece are all pretty much standard LEGO, and it's just the front and back print that make it a little bit special. This has the grumpy face. Later they just moved to a plain black block. He's okay. The print is a little bit lopsided, but he's definitely a Stormtrooper, and I can see collectors getting a nice little army of them. What I'm reviewing today though is this. Now at the moment you can pick these up at Toys R Us for either £5 or they are free when you spend, I think it's either £30 or £50 on Star Wars LEGO. I actually got this one from Amazon and paid a little bit over the odds for him. But if I just open the bag up, this is a Stormtrooper Sergeant, and if I empty out the contents, we can see where LEGO have gone. Okay, we'll start with the helmet. Now that appears to be pretty much the same moulded sculpt. This one's got a little bit less of an obvious line between the two halves. I don't think that's showing up so well on the camera. But let's just have a look at those paint details. I mean, on the original 90s one, you've got 2 colours and block printing. Here it's 3 colours. The grey is all key-lined. You've got much better definition. The torso, very similar print, but it's printed a bit finer. You got a bit more definition there. Back print, pretty much identical. Again, just neatened up the details a little bit. Still nothing on the arms, plain black gloves. Now the legs on the original were just white legs onto a black T-piece. Here the legs are actually printed, asymmetrical, which doesn't appeal to my OCD-ness, but I'm sure it's probably screen accurate. And if I get these two pieces together, I can pull out the other major difference. So, as you can see, that's a flesh-coloured head. About halfway through the Harry Potter license, they decided that all actual licensed people were going to have flesh tones rather than the ubiquitous yellow of most LEGO figures. There's lots more detail on that. That's actually 1, 2, 3 colours printing on that. And I can't put that on yet because the other addition is this little bit of stiff cloth, which, if I just overlap, this is the same basic design as the capes, but that gives you a little shoulder pauldron, which originally turned up again on a Stormtrooper, I believe. But there we have a far more detailed figure with a proper sci-fi styled blaster. And compared to that guy, yeah, that's a massive step up. I actually still like that original one. I like the simplicity of the design, and I think that that new Sergeant is possibly a little bit too highly detailed. It definitely shows you how much LEGO have strayed into action figures rather than construction blocks. I'm not sure that he is worth £5. At that price, it's not really army building fodder. As a freebie, encouraging me to go to Toys R Us rather than any other store to pick LEGO up. If the prices were the same and it's just a case of walking further, yeah, I would do it. But comparing these two, it just goes to show how much better the printing has come on over the last few years. The other thing that I should have mentioned about the wrapping is it's got Disney on it, which I always find fantastic because it means Princess Leia is now a Disney princess. Anyway, I just wanted to get this tiny video out before I disappear off for a month of conventions. I'm sure I will have all sorts of interesting goodies to review when I get back. Follow me on Twitter for updates from that. Like, subscribe and share this video because it encourages me to make more. And until next time, remember, if you're keeping the mint in package, you're not a toy collector, you're a box collector.